Welcome back to Ragnarok. Today we are taming my all-time favorite harvesting dino. We will finally tame an S-Mantis from the S-Dino Variant Mod. I can't believe that it's taken 30 videos in this series and we still haven't done it. Well, I can believe it. I haven't explored the desert yet, so that's the main reason. I recently did a dino wipe to get the S-Direwolves to spawn. A 150 female S-Mantis has spawned in the lava zone. On my rates, it would take one deathworm horn to tame it. The problem is, I don't have any of those. So, I'll be using rhino horns. I think that will take 5 horns. I'm on 3 times taming on single player, so I think it's 5 rhino horns. It is in the lava zone, so that won't be easy to tame there. Let's pick it up, drop it off in the taming pen here at base, and then tame it safely. Now, before we do that, I want to poke my head in that little cave in the river ravine, kind of where we tame some bison and some allosaurs, just to see what's in the cave. Then we will fly by the ice wyvern nest area to get them to spawn eggs. I haven't checked it since the dino wipe. Then we will grab the mantis. Now, before we head out, let's take a look at the S-Unicorn and the S-Direwolf. I finally finished both mutation projects. Okay, so let's start with the S-Direwolf. Basically what we've got is level 304. I think I might have put 2 points into it. I think it finished out at 302. Anyway, we have 49 into health, 40 into stamina, we have 51 into weight, and we have 45 into melee. For mutations, I've got 6 mutations into health. I've also got 8 mutations into weight, and I've got 6 mutations into melee. Now, I had to beef up the weight because it's got 51 points in a weight and it's got 8 mutations and its weight stat is only 572. That's not that great. If I find another direwolf with high stamina, I may breed that in. Now, I've got the breeders over here. We have a 20 mutation male stacked on the male side. We have a 20 mutation male vanilla wolf, and that's stacked on the male side. And then I have a clean female S variant so that I can always, breed S variants. The reason I've got the vanilla direwolf is for some reason, if I do a boneheaded move and break one of the mods, particularly the S-Dino Variant Mod, I would basically lose all of these dinos and all these mutations. So I've got that on a vanilla male and I'll stash that away. And then if I mess something up, that's on me, but I've got a backup to be able to take all those mutations and just tame any level female and we're back in business. Now, the saddle on the direwolf is the one that I found in the drop. It's 239.8. It's the only direwolf saddle I've seen. And I've been trying to do yellow and purple drop runs around base here when I'm breeding, and I'm just not getting any more. It would be nice if we got a blueprint, but having the saddle itself is nice because I can right out of the gate start working with this direwolf. For traits, I went ahead and put slow metabolism number 2, diurnal, which I think means it's more efficient during the day, excitable 1, aquatic 1, and fast learner 1. The aquatic isn't really of any use, but I didn't have any other traits that were useful, so I just threw it on there. I can always take it off later. Now, for the unicorn, we have level 292. I want to say I put a few points into health. We've got 42 points into health, 43 into stamina, 40 into weight, and melee's 41. I need to tame some more equus to try to breed those stats in and get those better, but that's what we've got. Now, for mutations, we've got 8 mutations into health, and we have 9 mutations into weight, and we have 3 mutations into melee. And I really want to get that weight stat up because basically what I do with a horse or a unicorn is ride around, gather berries, harvest stuff up, things like that. So I want some weight on it. As far as the saddle, we have Journeyman. It's 81.9. I'd really like to find a better one. When we go back to our base over in the Blue Ob, I can always use the augment station to improve that. But for now, this is the one we're going to roll with. It's got, for traits, it's got diurnal 1 and distracting 1. Now, I name every unicorn I ever get Kesha. And if you're ever curious why, just look up Kesha below official music video and it'll all make sense after that. Let's go ahead and put some of these in our pockets. Now, these are all the breeders. When it comes to the unicorn breeders, it's just 20 mutations stacked on the male side, and then the female is just a basic clean female in case I need to rebreed something. Again, if I make a bonehead move, I can rebreed. I need to get an Equus, female Equus, breed these mutations onto a vanilla male, and then I've always got a backup. I haven't done that. I need to go out and do that. I have the bison doing some breeding, and let me tell you, I'm getting some odd mixtures of colors. I'm up to 6 mutations now. I'm still working. I don't know if I'll finish this bison project by the time we leave here. We're going to be leaving the Highlands here pretty soon. I want to do some exploring down the Redwoods way. I want to explore this island here and, more into the Redwoods. At least spend the video kind of doing that. And then, down to some of these islands here and, the large desert biome, so we spent a lot of time up here. I was hoping that maybe another Giga or a Karchar would spawn up in this area, but they haven't. So, it's almost time to move on. But I've got some weird colors on these bisons. This yellow, this mustard. I don't know. It's 249 in the 4 slot. It makes it a mustard color. I had some blues on the rear end. I had some pinks on the horns. I had all kinds of crazy mutation colors, but we'll see how that shakes out. I'll show that off whenever we finish. Let's get a wyvern out. This is going to be our ice wyvern, right? Yeah, frost. Okay. And let's go ahead and we're going to be flying through the snow area, so I don't know if I need to put my good armor on. I probably should, instead of putting on the good armor. Let's just take this one with us. End your rest, and you can hop on the shoulder. Do we have you? We have you. Okay. And let's take off. So we're going to poke our head in that little cave, and then we're going to fly up to the ice area. So where is that river ravine area at? It's over to the left or the right. I can't remember exactly. Something just despawned right in front of us there. I don't know what that was. Weird. Okay, I think this is it here. Yeah. I got to get down in there. And I don't know if I can fly a wyvern down in there. We're going to try it. What's the worst happen? I get dismounted. In case you are looking for this little cave, it's 21.3 at 77.2. And let's just... I think we're good. There's nothing down in here that's going to get us. I haven't been in here, so I don't know what we got. Okay. Ooh, I need to put some of those in a plant pot. Those little glowing mushrooms. I like those. Look pretty cool. Okay. Is there nothing in here? Oh, there's another little spot here. Can I drink this water? I mean, I gotta be able to drink this water, right? Oh yeah. My water's full. All right, shotgun. What happened to you, dude? What's in the jar, man? Arrows? Homie's not looking good. Dude, you gotta go see your dentist. Yeah, I don't know what all these arrows and... Is there traps up here or something? I haven't set them off. I don't know. Shotgun. Okay. Crystal. Somebody's bed. That's like the tiniest bed ever. Yeah, that's like the tiniest bed ever. I don't know who slept in that. Okay, so is there something behind these, or I'm just gonna break some of these because I don't really need the I don't need the crystal, but maybe there's stuff behind here. That looks like it's broken, right? No, nothing behind it. No, I can't hit it. I keep hearing something, but no. Well, this is just a weird little crystal cave. I mean, unless I'm missing something. The devs for this this map, I know they had done some other things like Lost Island and Fjordur, and there's they're notorious for having like rocks and stuff you break to find stuff behind stuff. I'm saying stuff a lot. Anyway, I don't know the point of this cave. Come in here, get some crystal. Maybe there's something in here. You know what? Let's hit some walls just in case. I'd hate to come all the way here and miss out on something because I don't know, you know. Yeah, I'm not hitting anything here. That was a bunch of nothing. That was a letdown. Hey, but you don't know until you look, right? Now what we want to do is we want to go to this direction. We're just going to fly over where the wyverns spawn, their eggs, and I'm just going to look and see if there are any nests and or eggs spawned. I'm not planning on snatching eggs, but I just wanted to kind of just double check, just see what, you know, what's there, if anything. I've been flying over in this direction just to see if some gigas will spawn. They seem to spawn more over there, you know, carches and gigas. But I just wanted to come this direction and take a look, just to see. You never know until you get up here and take a look what you can find. But I have not seen any carches or gigas yet since the dino wipe. Sometimes doing dino wipes messes up their spawn because other creatures spawn in their place. Whereas when the map sets itself from the start, they kind of set the giga spawns more correctly. But when you do, oh, that's a 145 female. It's a vanilla, and it's got pretty good melee, all things considered. Yeah, I might come back and pick that one up just to have some extra stats to throw in. But yeah, finish up the point. Whenever you do, you know, a dino wipe, sometimes it'll mess that spawn up. So there's not much else I can do. I mean, I can't start the map over again, obviously. So I needed to do a dino wipe to get new dinos that were added to come in. So that's what we've done. All right, let's head up here and we'll take a look and see what kind of spawns we've got. Now, I never placed a mark on these nests. I just kind of flew to the spots where I kept seeing them. So if there's no nest there, I'm not going to know if I'm in the right spot or not. We're just going to have to kind of fly around and see what we see. You know, I've got the power main on, and I still have got cold temps, so maybe I should have changed into my other armor. I'm just wearing cloth now. It's upgraded cloth, but you know, it's not enough at the murder snow. You know, there's something I've been wanting to test. I've done tests on wyvern milk and blocking the bleed effect. I've shown that multiple times. Did some testing with bison milk to see if it did the same kind of thing, which we know it doesn't. I was wondering if wyvern milk blocks the frost effect. You know, like the frosty debuff that you get with the ice wyvern. I was just wondering about that. 145 thyla, pretty close to us. I gotta be careful here. Sounds like a compy. Okay. Fellas, you don't want any of this, trust me. Goofballs. Compies, I swear. Now, there was a nest over here. I'm almost 100% sure there was a nest over here. And there are the ice wyverns to show. And do we have a nest yet? No. No nest. What levels are these? Oh, they're coming. 55 and 180. Okay, we're going to leave that 180. All right, we're just going to kind of fly along here, see if we see any nests. 25. That's an S ice wyvern. After that dino wipe, it takes a little time for that stuff to spawn. Plus, I got to get within render range too, so it's not just that. Some down below me there. Let's go to this next little peak and see if there's something over there. Okay, I'm going to land, get a little stamina, just in case we get in a little trouble. I don't think we will. Still haven't seen any nests, and I haven't really seen that many wyverns. I'm hoping that flying through here will trigger that. We'll see. I may go to that little peak right there in front of us and then go over to that little peak there. I want to say there's a nest over there. I might be wrong about that. But we're going to fly down here and just see if we can't get some spawns to, you know, pop up some wyverns. Once the wyverns pop up, then the nest will follow. That's the whole key. So I'm just trying to fly out through the areas where they may spawn in order to spawn them. And then, from there we can kind of come back and check. Well, I wasn't planning on taming a wolf, but 37 in the health, that might be worth it. Well, I went ahead and picked this female up. As long as we don't get any other... Wow, look at all the S-wolves around here. Good Lord. I could totally tame this super easy. So, I'm going to fly over to that other peak over there that I said I was going to look at to see if I could get a spawn. I'll drop it somewhere safe, and then we'll tame it up. Look at your colors. They're amazing. Wow. Awesome. Okay, let's see if I got any prime with me. I didn't bring my taming buddy. Yeah, you don't have any prime. Okay. Didn't think this through. Do I have any in the pyromane? I got cooked prime. I would really rather have raw prime. Let's see if we can't snatch us up some prime real quick. Or some mutton. That would work just as well. Didn't bring my taming buddy because I wasn't expecting to do any taming here. I wonder if I get prime from griffins. I can't remember. That seems like a thing you would... Oh, that's a 150. Is this going to be a couple low levels? Argentavis? Okay, that probably will do it. This video is going to end up being like 2 hours long because of all the taming I'm going to end up doing. Let's go... Oh, you got the prime. Let's get into you. And let's get this. Man, I need to go get some kibble, I guess. I wasn't planning on doing all this today. This cooked mutton, we'll let you hold that. What did you end up eating? I think you ate the raw prime. We have 37 into health right now, and it would be great if it got like 10 points. That would only be what, 47, and our wolf is... What is our wolf? It's got 49. So we could get really lucky and crash. Okay, we are back from the crash. Mom is here. Do we have any prime? We got to go get the prime. All right. No. Somehow, some way, whenever I came back from that crash, some babies have spawned on the mama, which I find odd. So, all right. So let's go see if we can get us some prime. There are 3 babies with this mom after we knocked it out. We came back from the crash. Weird. So it should be three primes to tame. Yeah. And I'll put this mutton in there. I don't think it's going to take the mutton. We'll see. Whatever gives it the highest is what we'll take. Look at all these little dudes. I love the coloring on this. I think I'm going to breed this white in. What is that? It's 13. 50. I love this coloring. This coloring is awesome. Hey, it's all tamed up. Perfect. And let's take a look at your stats. Ooh, got right up in my grill. 51 into health. That worked out perfect. I can breed those stats into our new direwolf, and I'm not wasting any time, with levels and stuff. Wait. There's Maywings? Oh, man. Is it 2 Maywings? Yeah, that's the S-Maywing. Let's just see what those are. There's a 140 over there. Okay, let's put Maywing spawn. Okay, so we've got Maywing spawn here. S-Maywing, I should say. And I wanted to get some of those to try to do egg runs for wyverns because they're so fast. And, with that jump up ability and glide and all that would be pretty nice. I'm also thinking about doing a series on Svartalheim, and that's a no-flyer map, so taking one of those over there would be fantastic. And they spawn on this map because of the S-Dino Variant Mod that allows them to spawn. So the Ice Wyvern and the RGs are having fun. I don't see a nest over here, I don't know where that nest would be. Oh, wait. There's a nest right here. Huh, okay. I wonder what level this is. What level are you? 20. Yeah, that's not gonna work. We're gonna get rid of you. And then I'm gonna go get that egg. Because if that egg's a 20, I mean, what's the point of having that spawn there and take up the spawn location? So, but it makes me feel good that there's actually a nest with an egg in it. Oh, yeah, there's those two guys, and I see one in there. So these levels were, what were they again? 155 and a 180. There is no way I can get this egg. Well, maybe. I don't know. Let's just get over here real quick and see. All right, this is kind of dumb. That's the 25. Yeah, 25. We'll eat that. And let's get out of here. Okay, this drop is, well, it's got a Maywing saddle in it. 49,000 on the hide. That's funny. I'm gonna go ahead and drop that. That's 30,000 yeah, 30,000 polymer. 50,000 hide. Nope, not interested. Okay, I hear something walking around. It sounds like a little Anki shuffling around. I'm gonna just say it's probably in the mesh somewhere. And I don't think we get any spoil timer or polymer. I think we're doing our testing. Plesiosaur? No, I'm not even keeping that. I will keep that though. Anyway, that's going to be enough of trying to promote egg spawns. Let's just go ahead and make our way over to that mantis. That's the actual point of today's video, is to get us finally get us a mantis. S-Mantis? Ah, here we go. There it is. Let's see if we can do us a little scoop with this this wyvern here. This will be good testing. We got it. All right, so I'm just going to fly this thing back to base. I'm going to drop it in the little taming trap that we've got over there close to base. And then I'll put the wyvern up. And then, you know, I'll get the ghillie and the bug spray and all that stuff. And I'll bring you back when I'm about ready to go. All right, we've got it in the trap, I do believe. Okay, so I have everything together. I've got a saddle, I've got some horns, and I've got bug spray. And so what I need to do, you know, got my ghillie on, I need to crouch down, I need to sneak up behind the mantis, and then I need to shove a horn up her butt. I need to stick a horn in her back pocket. Yes, that's it. That's what we're doing. We're going to put a horn in her back pocket. Let's get out here and let's see what we got going on. I'll tell you what we got going on. We got fog, an uncommon amount of fog. Let's go ahead and let's just do up our bug spray. Okay, so foggy, I can't see my trap. Hello? Did I go the wrong way? Is it this way? Oh, there it is. It's like so foggy, I can't see a thing. Okay, so let's just ease our way up here. Ever so gently. Let's just be cool. Everything's cool. It's all good. You like me. I like you. Oh, doesn't matter which way I go, it faces right at me. It may have been a bad idea doing a trap. I keep getting the prompt, but I don't want to take my finger off the control. Did I do it? I didn't do it. I took my finger and we crash. Come on, man. What is going on? Okay, we have everything. I got the bug spray on. We've got the ghillie on. I've got the horns in the back pocket. I totally didn't forget the horns back at base and come up here and try to tame her. That did not happen. Okay, we're just going to come right up here. All right, woolly horn, 23%. It's definitely 5 feeds. Now we just got to chill. I keep trying to stick a horn in your back pocket. Okay. Making progress. Moving along. I think having it in this small of a trap may be a problem because it turns around so quickly. Oh, I got the prompt, but I didn't hit the button in time. There we go. So I may go up to the snow biome in between videos and get some more rhino horns, and then find us a high-level male to tame, and then I could do a quick breed, get a quick imprint. I might wait on mutations until we get to the desert biome, because, you know, I'll be there for a while, and I can set up and, you know, do some mutation stuff, you know, like how I did here. Like I had a lot of time here to set up and hunt down dinos and do the mutations in between videos and all that kind of stuff. So maybe I'll do that in the desert biome, but I'll oh my God, you gotta be kidding me. This is like the third or fourth crash, right? Okay, so we're back from a crash again. I had 4 feeds on that mantis, and I just needed 1 more feed, and it was going to be tamed. And I'm getting a little frustrated with game crashing right now. It should hopefully be fixed later in the week. It's always kind of like that whenever Wildcard does a patch, does an update. So I'm going to go tame this mantis, and then I'll show you the finished product. Okay, so here we are. I've got it tamed up. Okay, so for stats, we've got 32 into health, 50 into stamina. We've got 44 into food, 32 into weight, and 36 into melee. So it's not great, but it'll be a starting point for us. More importantly, it is an S-Mantis that's a female, so we can always make our babies come out as the S-Dino variant. Now, the S-Mantis is pretty amazing. It has all the usual stuff that a mantis has, you know, the regular attack and then, you know, the lunging attack. But in addition to that, it gets weight reductions in metal, metal ingots, obsidian, crystal, stone, organic polymer, black pearls, and I'm pretty sure all forms of element, but most importantly is element dust, because that can be quite heavy with how it stacks. So that is really awesome that it gets all these weight reductions. Now, you know, if you've used Mantis before, you know that you put the tools in its hands and you can harvest whatever that tool normally harvests. So here, we're going to get more of the flint. We can also harvest metal with the pick, and we get a little bit of stone. And if we swap it out, we will put a hatchet in there, and we'll whack a rock, and we're going to get mostly stone with a little bit of metal and a little bit of flint. You go over to a tree, we're going to hit a tree, we're going to get mostly wood with a little bit of thatch. Let's go ahead and put a pick in its hands, and then we'll hit this tree, and it's going to be mostly thatch with a little bit of wood. Now, with all those weight reductions, I love the way that the mantis works. If I need to go out and just grab something real quick, I'll use a mantis. I'll often keep a mantis in my pocket just in case I need to, you know, harvest up something real quick when I'm out. If I find like a bunch of metal all together, sometimes I'll just toss it out real quick, harvest it up real quick, and then put it away. And because I'm using the SCS Dino storage, I can keep the hatchet and the pick in its inventory, and it'll save it in its inventory whenever I pick it up. So that's really nice. Now you can also just harvest meat with it. I didn't bring a, let's do this. Let's give you a sword. And are the swords bugged? Oh, come on now. Don't tell me the swords are bugged. Really? Dude. It used to be crazy when these things had swords in their hands. It's bugged. Well, do I still get the hit with it? Let's just see. Yeah, I don't think it shows in its hands at all. Yeah, that sucks. It's my favorite harvester, and this thing carried me through my extinction playthrough. Using it to collect element veins is just amazing, especially if you have capped out tools, which, you know, I did, of course. So it's just awesome. I just love using these things. I love the Mantis. It is so useful, and the additional weight reductions on the S variant makes it the best harvester in the game, in my opinion. If I find a high-level male in the lava zone, then I may tame it just so we can get the imprint. But we'll tame more when we get to the desert, for sure. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, give us a like and a subscribe. We really appreciate it. And we will see you in the next one.